Hey guys, I'm gonna be doing this sort of reaction video. It's not really a reaction video in the sense that I'm just gonna be watching this chapter 1085 spoilers for One Piece. This one has no English transcriptions yet, but as you may see here, it's all Japanese, and probably some of those cloud figures, the cloud, the cloud descriptions, the speech descriptions. They are some of them probably will be blank, but I'm trying to figure it out because I've also seen a couple of spoilers already in my native language, and I'll try to interpret that using this a video in this some sort of a narration video, something like that. Not really reaction because we are not really reacting on this one. We're just trying to narrate what's going on in the latest chapter based on this spoiler. So and I don't really think that we will be YouTube will run after us because of this, because these scans are raw and it's not been translated yet to the official English language. So I don't think YouTube will run after us. I think this is safe. So we're gonna be playing this video, and as the video moves forward, then we'll try to interpret that soon as we find something that's there in the spoiler. So yeah, this spoiler is about probably as we have known from the last chapter. It's all about King Cobra, the reverie, right? So this one is going to be a continuation of what has happened during the reverie arc. So yeah, we're gonna start tuning into this video. So we're just gonna try to minimize the audio. So that will be, it says here, this is a departure. As you see, we see in the cover page, there's Frankie right there. Frankie, I don't know if Frankie is crying or something. So, oh, probably Frankie is crying because his friend, the little turtles, are going on their ways. They're parting ways. They're going to the ocean, and they will be sort of like starting their own new lives. You know, their brand new lives as a fully independent little turtles. So Frankie is sad, so he's crying. Here it says OP scan, so it's a One Piece spoiler. So all Japanese, no translation yet. So here in the first panel we see King Cobra, and King Cobra is actually facing, because in the previous chapter we see that the conversation between King Cobra and the Gorosei were interrupted by Imu-Sama, and then Imu-Sama just went straight ahead to the empty throne and took a seat. So basically Imu was getting the attention of Cobra, and then King Cobra was quick to notice something on Imu-Sama, but then Imu-Sama will try to listen to the conversation, at the same time try to interrupt the conversation. So there's Imu-Sama there at the top of the ladder. So the top of the stairs, they are in the throne where the swords are placed, where the weapons are placed. Here, here as well. So and there's the Gorosei right there. So as we see here, this one is King Cobra sitting on the wheelchair, and there's the 5 elders right there. The one with the one with a weird mustache, this one, and then the very tall one, and the one with the katana, and then this one is the youngest version of the youngest looking Gorosei. This one is Saturn right here with the cane, probably a weapon of some sort, so hidden in the cane. So King Cobra was basically asking something about, this is what I'm saying, guys, some of this cloud speech, speech indicator, or speech, the speech cloud is empty, so I don't think YouTube will be mad at us because of this, spoiler. It's not that. So here Cobra is asking about Queen Lily, as we have known from the previous chapter. So here, kind of like Cobra notices Imu-Sama as a person, or as one of those kings from the original 20 kingdoms who have established the world government. So from here, we can infer, or we can guess, probably that Imu-Sama is not Queen Lily, because here it says in my native language, when I was seeing these spoilers, that King Cobra recognized Imu as one of those 20 kings. Supposedly those kings were the ones who integrated the 20 kingdoms into the world government. So this means that Imu-Sama is a different character than Queen Lily, right? So that's just it. This panel right here, that's what it says. And you can see the look on King Cobra's face. So and Imu-Sama is here. So Imu-Sama here is actually telling King Cobra that he doesn't really need the information regarding the about Queen Lily and her whereabouts during the Void Century. Basically, the thought process here is that the Gorosei and King Cobra wants to prevent the information from leaking out from the inquiry of King Cobra. So they are not really comfortable with King Cobra's inquiry on the matter. So yes, so this leaves the speech cloud empty again. So here the conversation continues with the Gorosei, Imu-Sama, and King Cobra. So here, this is the panel wherein Imu-Sama was basically regretting the actions made by Queen Lily, because he actually blamed Queen Lily that for all those information regarding the tablets, the poneglyphs, the treasure of the One Piece, Joy Boy. It's because of that, the devil fruits. It's because of those those stuff that leak into the world, or the information that's supposed to be kept private or confidential has leaked throughout the world. It was because of the actions made by Queen Lily. So yeah, this is a blaming panel right here, wherein Imu-Sama just literally blamed Queen Lily for her irresponsible actions. So this is what it's what it's all about. So here, so again, King Cobra, further on his interrogations or his questioning. So at Imu-Sama right there. So here, I think the Gorosei and Imu-Sama, since they are a bit there's some sort of, they feel like as if they were threatened or something, or they feel there's an intimidation on their part, or a feeling of unwanted, or I'm sorry, it's the uncomfortable feeling that something is going to, some sort of information that is really important to them is going to leak out of the of this very room, and they're afraid, and they're really afraid because they are actually in an isolated room, but since the information is highly confidential, so now the Gorosei are preparing for they've got dirty intentions against Cobra. So I think in this particular scene, King Cobra has already accepted his fate, right? So probably he's prepared to die because of his questioning. There, so there's a feeling of uncomfortable feeling. So the feeling of inconvenience on the part of the elders and Imu-Sama. So it's really going bad for Cobra, just because he wants to know an information. So yeah, so proceed with the next panel. Yep, King Cobra. So here King Cobra, I think this is where King Cobra is trying to think just how the information was coming out through the letters from Queen Lily, because something was happening in the past that tells the story of a missing piece of information. So you couldn't find that information anywhere except through the letters from Queen Lily. So I think the Gorosei and Imu-Sama are really hiding something that basically is extremely significant in the world of One Piece, specifically coming from the Void Century. So now one of the Gorosei, actually I think this Gorosei right here with a really large mustache, weird mustache, I think this Gorosei might be the most powerful Gorosei. So I think among the five elders, this one here, because I've said it before in my other vlogs that Ichiro Oda has a penchant for really weird facial hairs, like super flashy mustache, just like the one that Whitebeard has, um, or that goatee, that very unique goatee of Rob Lucci, and the beard of Blackbeard. Um, Among the five, his mustache is really absurd. It's really huge. Actually, it's probably as large as his own face. So I think this Gorosei right here is the most powerful, the strongest Gorosei among the five. So we'll proceed with the next scene. As you can see here, actually Sabo is listening from behind a pillar. So Sabo might have that feeling, that weird feeling that something's going to happen. So something's bad is about to happen. So just based from what he has listened to, or what he have seen, based on the conversation by Cobra and the Gorosei, actually Sabo here was a bit confused, because Sabo also expected no one to sit on that empty throne, but then here we already know that somebody was already occupying that throne, and that was Imu-Sama. So the look on Sabo's eyes with that slashes of lines, it's something, is a feeling of immense pressure on his side, or something is, an imminent danger is about to happen, or some sort of mysterious type of emotion that's behind this slash of lines. So Sabo was spying on them, and here King Cobra, I'm a little bit confused, because most of the reviewers or YouTube vloggers connected with One Piece and One Piece spoilers would think that this is an arrow shadow, or shadow arrow. This reminds me of an arrow that was an opponent to by the protagonist of Demon Slayer, when he faced the Tanjiro faced a demon with the powers of arrows. So, but this one, I don't know what color this is, because this is a black and white version of the manga. So we don't know yet for sure what the actual color is, but as we have heard from few people, that this is a black arrow, so that shadow arrow. I'm just really wondering, because when we see the silhouette of Imu-Sama, we always see that the eye has this inner circles, outer circles, like a spiral or something like that. And just like the eyes of Hawkeye, the Dracul Mihawk. So we really don't know yet if that is the actual eye, because some sort of like a Rinnegan eye, and we don't know for sure if that is the real eye, or just it was just pictured that way by Oda, since it's still a silhouette. So here, King Cobra was talking to Imu-Sama about the D's in the surname. So, and here Imu-Sama was telling Cobra, why do you need to know, right? So why do you need to know about the D? What's wrong with you? So it's like, it's just like that. So, and so here again, this is quite confusing because we don't know for sure which this shadow arrow is attributed to. Like, who's the owner of this power, the arrow, the shadow arrow? Is it Imu-Sama, or is it coming from the Gorosei? We don't know for sure yet whose power this is. So, but it really devastated King Cobra. We can see here that the arrow emerged from the what is this? Is this the stomach of King Cobra, or is it in his lower abdomen? We don't really know the exact part of his body that was being shot by this arrow. So, but it really put King Cobra on the verge of probably near death situation. So let's see. Okay, and so here I probably because Sabo has been spying all this time with the convo that was happening, that's been going on. So he probably couldn't contain it to himself anymore, and because we all know that Sabo is this I think Sabo is a self-righteous man, or he has that heart of, protecting others, saving others, because that's the ideology of the Revolutionary Army. So he's trying to save Cobra here, King Cobra, and so he immediately attacked the Gorosei. So we can see here that he's using his flames. We don't know exactly if he was firing his flame power towards or against the Gorosei, but we can just guess from this panel alone that Sabo made some offensive gesture or offensive display of his flame power. So it may be directed to the Gorosei, right? So there's Imu-Sama, and the flames of Sabo were directed to Imu-Sama. But then here we can see this thing right here. It's like Imu-Sama transformed in some sort of a monster and just basically swallow the flames. So it's here. So you can see the power of Imu-Sama right here, right there. So there. So the flames, Imu-Sama just took in all those flames like it was nothing. So swallow the flames. From here we can really guess. We can gather our thoughts that Imu-Sama might have some sort of a very unique or very powerful devil fruit ability, or we don't know still yet if that is really a devil fruit or a product of science from the Void Century, or a product of mysticism or mysticism. So whatever that is, so probably like a very powerful hockey or something that could create an abnormal abnormal creature. You can control that. So we don't know yet, but he basically swallowed the flame of Sabo, and there. So Sabo was surrounded by these creatures. So this one is Imu-Sama. He looks like some sort of a gigantic phantom. So we really don't know what that creature is. So, but for these Gorosei, they seem to have the devil fruit abilities of Zoan. We don't know for sure if this is a mythical Zoan or an ancient Zoan, right? So, this one right here looks like I could remember that. I think I may have seen this before. That how do you call it? It's like a soul reaper, right? This one. So I think based from the picture, because it's not very clear, because this one is the tiniest of the five. So the silhouette right here is really small. For me, I think this reminds me of the Soul Reaper. It could be human fruit model Soul Reaper, a mythical Zoan. So probably this might be the mythical Zoan, human fruit model Soul Reaper that was attacking Zoro back then. Could remember that Soul Reaper that was attacking Zoro. This could be the one. And this one, in my opinion, this one looks like another form of Zoan, but this one is like honestly, I really don't know, but this one is like a barbarian, with the horns, right? So it looks like a barbarian warrior, a barbaric warrior, a legendary barbaric warrior. This one. So probably again, I could be wrong, but I don't want to comment further on this one because I might get myself all wrong. But yeah, so that's my initial guess. It could be like a legendary barbaric warrior, mythical Zoans of some sort. And this one right here seems to me as if this looks like a Thunderbird. This one. So, yeah, so I couldn't think of anything else except that Thunderbird. So, and this one right here, this looks like to me, it reminds me really of the gigantic mammoth, Zoan Devil Fruit, Jack the Drought. It could be another version of these mammoth, but more powerful and a larger version of that. So I could be wrong. This could be another animal or a mythical animal. So, but these right here, these are the devil fruit powers of the Gorosei. I could assume that these are all devil fruit powers because everything in One Piece is all about devil fruit. Okay. Sabo right there is trying to call. I think he's using a Denden Mushi. He's really disregarding the Gorosei. And then King Cobra is already lying on the floor. King Cobra was badly hurt. Yeah, I was right. Sabo was calling dragon. So or maybe not. Maybe I'm just confused. But I saw that I think that Sabo was speaking to someone via Denden Mushi. So these are the powers of the Gorosei. This one right here. It looks like this one is I think it's like the Grim Reaper or Soul Reaper. This one, this to me looks like some sort of demon. This might be coming from Imu-Sama, or I don't know. Probably that huge figure trying to go down the array of stairs was not from Imu-Sama but from one of the Gorosei. So, but you know, Imu-Sama was there upstairs. So, if that figure was coming down, then probably it was Imu-Sama. So I don't think, because we'll try to count the eyes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's just these 5. So I could be really wrong. It could be a power of one of the Gorosei, it's not Imu-Sama's. So here, Sabo is deciding to save King Cobra while King Cobra is uttering some words to Sabo, trying to, you know, inform Sabo about Luffy and all these stuff about the D in the surname. So actually this makes the Gorosei and Imu-Sama even more mad. So by then I know that King Cobra has already accepted death because of this. Yeah, that was what I was referring to. So Luffy and Ace even joked about Sabo getting a surname of D also. So we could wait for that official translation. But here, this is that arrow again. I think the arrow comes from Imu-Sama, right? Because only Imu-Sama was not featured with that monsters, that 5 monsters, that silhouettes of monsters. So I think this one is from Imu-Sama himself. That shadow arrow. So the arrow, goodness, it struck King Cobra straight to like the nape. So I think this will be the end of Cobra. And Sabo can't do anything. So even Sabo right there, he was also, probably he was struck also. I was really curious about these powers of the Gorosei. The silhouettes were, you know, it's really strange. The silhouettes were strange looking, so we couldn't make a right guess here. It's hard to guess just what these animals are, what these creatures are, what these beings are that are portrayed probably as devil fruit powers. We don't know for sure. You could see a dying Cobra here. You know, Sabo was badly hurt from that last attack by Imu-Sama. Okay. Here we get a closer look of that. I guess I was wrong. I don't think that it was a Grim Reaper or something. This to me looks like no, I should restrain myself from making any more guesses because I might get myself all wrong really. I don't know for sure what this creature is. So we could find that out later. And then Imu-Sama was quick to feel that somebody was listening to their conversation. So it alerted Wapol, King Wapol of the Drum Kingdom. So he rushed straight to the because already know, yeah, he already sensed that his life might be in grave danger because of spying on the conversation that was going on in the room, right? So in the what do you call that room? Room of Imu-Sama's um, throne, the empty throne room. So, oh no, Wapol is greatly scared of his life. So he needs to run for his life. So, and here you see Princess Vivi all tangled up. He was tied to a chair. So by the CP9 members, here we see Khalifa. So and then here's Jabra. So you know we remember Khalifa, that hot chick from the CP9, and here Jabra. So the Wolfman. So okay. There are the CP9. I think CP9 now becomes absorbed by CP0. I think they are all CP0 now, and they held Vivi as hostage. So it's like they're telling Vivi, "Oh, you should be quiet. If you're that noisy, then we might really get get you in your place, something like that." So they need to put Vivi on her place because just because he is telling these things, she's throwing words around, So here we remembered from the last chapter that Leo and Sai literally put Saint Charles's life almost at the brink of death. That kick by Sai could split a continent, and then he basically would crack open the skull of Saint Charles, as well as Leo attacking Saint Charles. It's like frustrated murder on a celestial dragon. So, but then the thing that happened there was that Fujitoro actually saved Sai and Leo. They managed to escape that. So that incident, Sai and Leo made their exit. So also partly because of Saint Mosjard intervening. But then here, what happens next was that Admiral Greenbull Ryukugyu was mad at Fujitora for letting Sai and Leo escape. So because they had a clash of moral ideas, that moral justice ideas, that justice, they have different versions of justices. So they are engaged in a fight right now. It's like probably Ryukugyu was not happy with what Fujitora did, so they engaged themselves into a skirmish. So so there's Jabra, and then there's Vivi. So and something's moving on the walls. Vivi was wondering what was that. Okay, so that's the room where the meeting was going on, and then it says here that the fellow kings notice that um, you know, here's King Rico Dold here and the other kings, the other monarchs. So they've noticed that King Cobra and King Wapol were not there to join the meeting. So but then there's somebody telling there that they could still proceed with the meeting even though the two were absent. So but they King Rico was wondering why. So he just noticed that those two kings are not present on the table. So I think here, if I could remember, the brothers of Princess Shirahoshi, they would like to leave the meeting because the meeting is almost up to the point of being in conclusion. So they're like they're in the final stages of the meeting, like they are concluding, wrapping up the meeting. So they will try to exit the reverie. But then here Shirahoshi was asking if where is Princess Vivi. Like she noticed that Vivi is not there, so because she wants to see Vivi. So here, Wapol is in great panic. So he feels that he is already dead with that kind of information that he had. I don't know if that was intentional or unintentional, but he was able to tap into the conversation, and now he was fearing for his life because it's like he was saying that he wants to run to the edge of the world, anywhere he could go, just to evade, just to escape from those monsters. So yeah, it's really miserable for Wapo, but that's just how it is. Those are extremely powerful people that he had encountered. He was supposed to be not there, but he was. So he just this one, we all know that the devil fruit powers of King Wapo was to eat anything because he had that jaws of like a glutton, so he could basically eat everything. He could eat everything. So that's his devil fruit power. So he just eat the walls and try to escape, try to make their escape. And so Vivi actually was saying that he wants to go with Wapo because he was kept hostage by the CP0, and so they tried to make their escape. And the queen of the Drum Kingdom, the wife of Wapo, was wondering why he was carrying Vivi. Probably in her mind, she was thinking that Vivi was the lover of Wapo or something like that. So she was really shocked. You can see from her face right here. So what is this? This a joke? My husband has another woman. I think that's what her face reads, right? As if something Wapo and Vivi are having an affair. So yeah, that's all there is in that chapter. That spoiler. So we are going to see more of that in the next few days because there is no break. For this week, there's no break in Japan, so we will see a lot more of the action on the Reverie arc. And I'm just really curious what those mystical creatures are. So, in my opinion, they could be an extremely powerful Mythical Zoan devil fruit. So, type of devil fruits. So I've said it before that for me, the most powerful the devil fruits there in One Piece are Mythical Zoans. So it's not Logia, but it's not really more on the classification of devil fruits. It really depends on who the user is and the power of the user, his proficiency with hockey and everything else. So those are the little bit of everything that factors in when you try to distinguish a character, which one is more powerful or which one is more powerful than the other. So, but I think since the Gorosei and Imu-Sama are on the top of the world government, it makes sense to me that they are really extremely strong and really capable fighters, So we'll see more of that, and thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel. If you have the time, please subscribe to my channel, and then I'm gonna see you on my next video upload. So that's all. Thank you guys. Bye bye.